again, taking the pen tool, it's the fill of none, and just clicking. Again, when you click and hold the mouse, the space bar still allows you to move the point. So it's not set in stone there. And just extending it down below here. Okay, taking the selection tool, bringing the stroke part up here, X to bring the color in, give it a color so you can see a little bit, and increase the point size. So right now I'm at 10 points, so just so I know that particular selection there. And this is where I would take the object and do the path outlining the stroke. Okay, switch it so you can see it. So there's the part of it. It's not too bad. It can just take the shape that's here. So I can click on this point, make a shape that comes out this direction, and just give it that piece. Here's the red on top of the blue, so I could easily just use the Pathfinder or the shape builder. Just hold Option to take that out, and that gives me an equal thickness of this particular piece at 10 points there. Okay. And then looking at the other letter for the Y, do the same type of idea, and I could have copied it so I have the direct angle, the same angle, but I did not. So let's see what happens here. So here it is at 10 points for that piece, and do the same with this. I could also use the line segment tool, so we'll try that just to show it to you. There it is coming across at 10 points. Okay, so these are still paths, and you have to decide as you're doing this to see how you put it together. Here's the object path, outline the stroke, so it's an outline shape. We'll just give it that color so you can see it, and then again just use the shape builder to drag that piece across so it builds that section. So I'll select both of these letters, just set it off to the side so you can see it, that the one is over the top of the other, and I could just leave it there, and again use the shape builder just to see if it's going to work on us here. Here's the red coming down this direction, and since it started I'll just have to recolor, bringing that piece into there. There's a little extra so I can Option and make sure I get that piece out there. Ooh, look out. Make sure I hit the Option on that part. A little point in there. Okay, so there's that particular section. This one coming across the top is angling this direction, so I can just take the shape on top of this, don't drag it, just come across. Deselect that again. I might even just take the line segment tool so I can rubber band it out a little bit so I can see what I'm doing, and then just take the pen tool and add to it. Give it a color so you can see that part will clip it on this section. And shape builder there. So that builds that piece up. Now if I want to make sure that this section has that layer underneath it, like I said, then I would have duplicated it across. So let me just backtrack up. Before I take this section off, I would say, okay, I want to make sure that that blue part stays as one piece. Okay, so rather than clipping it all the way through on this section, use the shape builder to connect this part. Okay, so you can kind of see how that plays out, and I would duplicate it and set a copy up over here and make them independent of themselves. So as I'm building this part up, here's the shape builder putting this piece together, and just Option and taking that out. So now I have used two of the letters to make one. That's that one. This guy I don't need. and then this is the copy. And that's why the computer's so nice. You can just, if you're not sure, just make some copies off to the side to see what's going to happen. This one has this section cutting off of it. That was when I used the line segment tool combined with the pen tool to continue the shape. Selection and shift key. So I have both of these selected using the shape builder with the option. And so now I have that letter Y connected, so I don't necessarily need the rest of this stuff. So when you take that, I can delete that, delete that. Bring this up here. So it makes it a little easier using some of the tools that are there. If this is going to be behind it, that gives you that selection. And this part I don't need. So see if you can't create that shape pretty easily.